Welcome to the Near Memo, a weekly conversation about search, social, and commerce. What happened, why it matters, and the implications for local.
All right, so I'm going to move on to our second story, which is also mine this week, covering for Greg. Mike Boland from LSA, now Lookalike, had a really interesting piece, which was a detailed look on a Business Insider story that Shopify is at least considering running an ad network, essentially, as one of its latest offerings. And if I read it properly, seems like Shopify is going to be any Shopify store essentially is going to be collecting data about a given user that Shopify will make available to other Shopify stores to run targeted campaigns on Google and Facebook. So they may not be, it's unlikely that Shopify is going to be giving out the email address of a particular user to another store to run ads to. But they're probably able
Lookalike.
They're able to gather their own lookalike data and put ads on Google and Facebook that match those characteristics, which I think is a really smart play. And as Mike Boland pointed out, it's something that gives them another sort of pro SMB, pro individual merchant marketing feather versus Amazon, which seems like a strong, one of a number of product rollouts that they've been going with that are trying to position themselves more directly against Amazon in the sort of SMB seller marketplace. So I thought it was an interesting concept, and I haven't seen any visuals of it actually being executed, but certainly has potential given the number of merchants that are now on Shopify and probably the aggregate number of consumers who are checking out on Shopify stores.
So essentially the idea is to leverage the knowledge about the aggregate consumer base to help individuals do better ad campaigns on Facebook and Google.
Correct.
So the outcome hopefully will benefit the individual as opposed to Amazon, where there's intrinsic conflict of interest because they're wanting that small business to spend money on Amazon's platform to advertise to even be seen.
Right.
So
exactly.
It's money. So interesting. Huh.
Yep.
It'd be interesting to see. Basically, is it something they're going to charge for, or something that's going to be?
I didn't see that mentioned in this. I don't know if it's going to. I mean, clearly, I don't think Shopify is going to front the cost of the Google and Facebook ads, but I don't know if the product itself is going to be included as part of Shopify's native features or not. Right. I believe their email product is free, or at least there was a long free initial offering. The native Shopify email product. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's sort of a native Shopify ad product where you're only paying the cost of the ads themselves.
Cool.
Thanks for joining David, Mike, and Greg. To stay on top of the latest developments in local, subscribe to our newsletter at nearmedia.co. We'll see you next week.